Hey guys, welcome back to Druidz Downtown.
Druidz! It's like a metal intro.
I think that doesn't really work for Druidz though. It should be like all like twiddly-dee, you know?
Twiddly-dee, what, like a lute? Like a lute.
I am
a
Fiddly-dee,
bar sound.
fiddly-dee,
Hello,
fiddly-dee,
man.
fiddly-dee.
A little leprechaun.
Greetings, brave warriors.
Druidz doing things that Druidz do, like building
Well, apparently they built
oil
factories.
putting people in gulags.
So, hang on a second.
What?
There's been some big
did I always have a
changes.
map in the corner of my screen? Do you have guys have a map in the corner of your screen?
Yeah, I don't have mine. I'm purist.
It's like a circle. How do you get rid of it, Shin?
I don't know. I just did.
You're a purist. We
You're a
have
purist.
had a bit of a problem
Yes.
since last time.
Yes.
Wow.
There
I'm
was
going to clap with every little syllable I say.
That's how we used to learn when I was at school, primary school, how we learned how
Duncan.
syllables worked.
syllables.
Yeah.
A,
Very, very, very good.
B.
Very good. No, the problem is we had a big office change up recently and computers got moved around. The computer that had the server on for Druidz got knocked a bit too hard and broke. And we had to roll back to an earlier backup, which was quite a bit far back.
It was a couple of sessions ago. So I've rebuilt pretty much to where I was.
Yeah, same. We kind of had a bit of a hard work session, put a couple of hours in. I think the original backup was I just built a digital miner.
Well, we each took us. How long did we take? We take 2 hours each building.
Yeah,
I fixed
roughly,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
It was like
and
a mixture
I added a new
of
building.
a mixture of spawning a few things in.
Duncan spawned in a new building.
I had to spawn in a ridiculous amount of stuff
Yeah.
to fix what I'd lost.
Really?
Because everything I'd mined ever with the digital miner, I had to spawn in.
I have completely redone my base.
I went back through like countless episodes
got,
to
wow.
find exactly what I had.
Anyway, I wasn't that bad, but basically I decided that I was sick of all of these stupid wires and pipes, even though they looked cool, and I changed them up for the Ender IO pipes. And I also so my quarries previously, my quarry was just dumping into a load of chests, so I upgraded them to the diamond ones.
Yeah.
Which is actually super, super cheap to do. And I stuck the relocation mod on them as well, and I sorted all the ores into this one. And it is pretty much the same as it was last time, except I've also got. I can basically have the ores going in automatically to the furnace now. It's not sorted out properly because when I've got a computer, I'll sort it out properly. But let's say I want to make some gold. Okay, I could just come over here.
I thought you had a computer.
Yeah, you had did you?
Yeah, I did have the computer, so I could put gold in. And it would just start filling it up with gold and apparently cobblestone. I think that's because I messed up. Yeah, this is not a good system, guys. Don't
Don't look
What?
at me.
You mean
Don't look at
refined
me.
relocation? It's not that good.
Well, no, the system. Well, no, the system. The refining relocation is really good. Just the system I've got rigged up is bad.
Ah, right.
So yeah, the rest of the stuff goes into these refined relocation sorting barrels, which is such a huge tooltip. It takes up my entire screen. But as you can see, I've got 45,000 cobble in there. But these are all still full. I need to make some more barrels. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make some more barrels for things like coal and lapis. Or maybe now I've got my computer, I can just shove them in there instead. Part of the reason I wanted to use these types of cables, the Ender IO cables, is because I can make ME cables as well, and I can just run
Mickey.
powered along
Have
here.
you seen McGibbles?
Where's
ME
Mickey?
cables.
Man, they're
But I
gone.
think the problem is that the problem I started running into was that I didn't have any of these charged,
Certus
like
quartz.
clean Certus quartz crystals. No, they have to be like clean ones.
I was going to sell you some, wasn't I?
No, the clean ones, the ones where they've been purified. You have to drop a Certus quartz seed into the puddle of water.
Madness.
So yeah, I might make some more crystal growth accelerators and surround this thing a bit more tightly, and then these things will turn, and then I can use them to make stuff. So that's where I am. What about you guys? You changed anything in your base?
No, I surrounded my machines with some walls and a roof. That's it.
Cool. I added a level or two. Actually, no, I did a fair bit. I added. I just built up a bit more with like some cobblestone and stone brick. Added some glass to like a fancy window section on my factory, and I added a small side building over here.
Damn! There's loads.
Well, no, it's a shed. It's like literally a shack, but it's just to put the digital miner in because I want to move it away from its first position because it wasn't finding anything anymore. So you have to move them around, don't you?
I just dump it. I didn't bother about building a shed for it.
Well, I like to do things neatly, Duncan. Somewhat neatly. So
somewhat neat.
I don't need no shed.
We one of the things we did lose, and this is quite a big loss, is the Trans-Siberian Railroad. We spent a while kind of putting up that big long
Cannot be asked
highway.
to do that again.
And yeah, but honestly, we realized that we wanted to do something much, much cooler anyway.
Jab up.
Mr. No,
Sorry.
we wanted to try and use the tunnel bore from Railcraft. This is a really cool piece of kit.
Jab up.
Digs a tunnel
If you've ever watched Shin's Top 10 Technological Terrors,
from like
you'll
1997.
know exactly what it is.
Yeah,
The tunnel
I
bore.
killed Zoe with it. It's a really dark moment, actually.
Let's stick some more barrels. So yeah, I love these relocation barrels. So these are all basically because they're not just barrels; they're connected to this system, right? I could stick a new one on here, and I could say, let's put some coal in. You can still hear the humming away of the generator, but I've got a muffler. Which is
Oh yeah, you got a muffler have you? Well, if you were watching this series last episode, you know we were working on the creosote factory.
Oh yeah, we had this nightmare situation, right? Because this mob pack is a bit messed up. And
Tell me about it.
the problem is when we make creosote, if we try and pull it out with bottles or buckets, it becomes, what is it, immersive engineering creosote?
Yes, which is a different creosote, which won't work for
It's
the
not
Railcraft
compatible.
recipes.
But we did have this moment, this moment of like, genius where we tried a can, and that pulls it out as
Yeah.
Railcraft creosote.
Because there's only
Genius.
one type of creosote that can be in a can.
Can be in a can.
Yeah, that means because even though the immersive one is default, because it can't go into the cans, we end up with the actual proper one that we want.
Mr. Immersive never made a creosote can for
Yeah.
basically because cans are made at a time, and those two mods have like compatibility, but that mod doesn't have compatibility with immersive engineering. So we're gonna sleep.
I've run out of
I ain't afraid of no sleep.
coal in my all my
Somebody afraid of
creosote
their bed?
machines. I ain't afraid of no bed. Why is there a grave for Lewis in my bedroom?
What are your tasks today, Duncan? What are you going for?
Well, I can start mass producing rails. I think if I
Yeah.
get the creosote cans working.
Yeah.
I think that's my plan. Honestly,
Cool.
and if you want to build the tunnel bore,
Yeah, I've got it.
Combine the reference.
I've got one.
Got one.
Yeah,
Oh,
built one while you were gaffing.
wow.
Yapping.
You're so on the ball.
I'm just hopeless. I've rigged up this stupid system that would sort of take. See, I sorted this. You can shift right click these chests, right, and you can make them sort. I don't know why I did this since I built a computer, so nothing wrong with me. But anyway,
Cool.
all's going here,
Sorry.
right? They're supposed to go into the smeltery, and
Yeah.
then I've got them all coming out into these ingot casts, but it's all ballsed up because they're all sort of half full of not quite enough.
Because you have miller buckets of like stuff.
Yeah, this one's working still, but
You have to watch that.
anyway, it all goes in here. It was working fine for a while, but I might just scratch the whole thing and just do redstone furnaces and pulverizers and all that crap. I've got loads of resources now anyway. I just need to just get it all together.
Resource city. So what are you using to gather up like resources? You're using end quarries.
Yeah.
What are they and what they do and why are they good?
They're just a gigantic quarry that doesn't leave a hole. Fills it up with dirt instead and leaves grass. It's nice. Look, you can see over there. There's like a little grass.
It's basically terraforming
a
as
grassy
a
plain out
desert.
there.
Oh, that's a really good way of doing it, though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Just terraform the shit out of it.
I'm actually gonna probably die from falling damage because I'm sort of half starving to death, and this computer's now run out of power. Well, that's why I ran.
Can. So I need
All right, lots to do.
Tin.
lots of cans, which need lots of tin. Okay.
Lots
Tin
to do.
cans.
Tin.
Tintin.
Tintin is a man.
He's
He's
a
a boy.
cartoon man.
He's a wooden doll.
So who's gonna work on the train over to Awesome Town?
I'm building.
We are.
Both are. We
That's
both
what
are.
we're doing.
But the
Oh,
thing
right.
is, a tunnel bore is like it's a big beast. It's like a big, like those big things
Like-
that dig out subways.
Yeah.
It's a big beast, and you have to fuel it with coal.
A brick beast.
You also have to put rails
Big
in it so it
beast.
can lay rails as it's going along, so it has something to drive on. So I've got 30 rails, 30 pieces of track,
What?
which I'm going to use to make a start.
How?
I think found them in like a mine or something.
Oh, fuck. We need
Okay,
like
I'm going to
thousands.
work on making ME conduits and bringing my computer system over here, and then basically just having the ender quarry go into the computer instead of all these stupid chests, and I can get rid of them all. I just wanted somewhere to hold all this stuff so I could dig up a crap load of stuff. And now I've got, look, there you go, 64, 65 charged Certus crystals. It's going to serve me well. I can start grinding these up into dust. And
Exhilarating.
make quartz fibre out of them.
Ready or sexy.
Alright. Safe. So,
S-
yeah, let's grab a bit of
totes-
sand as well, and
totes
I can
safe.
redstone furnace the sand.
48 ingots of tin.
I also want to do a sorting system as well.
Yeah?
I want to do the refined relocation thing just to kind of neaten things up at my base because everything's a bit up in the
Bit of a
air. I
mess
don't know where
mess.
everything is.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
It's
mess.
good. Refined relocation is really cool, but the problem I find is getting the priorities right because it's like a priority system. It's like this chest is for ores, but then this chest is for mechanism, and then it's like, well, what if I have a mechanism ore? Where should I put it? Where do I want it to go? You know?
Yeah, I know. It's tough. It's a tough
No,
call.
come out. Come
How
out.
are you going to decide?
Tin. My tin.
I don't know. I think I'll just have to deliberate for a long amount of time.
Yeah. I think you just keep talking about it,
Keep talking and nobody explodes.
and then eventually it might just work. It might just work.
Some umming and some ahhing, I think, is going to be required as well.
I
see. Just like a real builder.
Yes. I see the problem here. You've got
Alright.
the wingdits.
Stuff is happening. Okay. Yeah, I need to make some more hard drives as well. So I'm gonna slowly just make more hard drives, upgrade my computer, build cables this time, and not really make anything that looks any good. But I do want to move my computer into a kind of more, into a sort of more sort of control room type thing here, which I will be doing after I've got enough stuff to do it with.
Yes.
Yes, stuff is always stuff is always the problem.
Stuff.
And then I want to make one of those big old crafting super things. What's it called? The ME crafting system.
Oh yes, that thing.
Oh, those are beasts.
Actually, I also need a crafting terminal here because I only built a regular terminal and I forgot that you need the crafting terminals on the computer. But the crafting terminal also requires the pure crystals.
The purest, the finest, nothing but the best.
Why do I need so many pure crystals?
So recently you went to Jersey, right?
I went to see Seps.
Sups. What did you say? Did you say sup sips?
I did. That's how I greet him.
Yeah.
I've got such a lot of junk. Maybe I don't need more hard.
I
Maybe I
just
should
say,
take out
"Oi."
some of this crap.
Bozo. You
Jabroni,
big bozo.
you big donger. How's the dinging going? What is a bozo, Duncan?
Sort by
Asking
number
the
of
tough
items. Okay.
questions.
All right.
This is a tough question, Shin. I mean, there's many different answers to that question.
What
Which
if a
answer would you like?
bozo and a bono changed? And what if bono was a bozo
He is.
and bozos were bonos?
UrbanDictionary.com.
What is a
Bozo,
bono?
an incompetent person.
An incompetent.
Bozos have a net negative effect on morale and profits.
Net negative effect. What the hell? Who wrote that?
And everyone knows it.
Nozo.
Welcome to the no zone.
Question.
Everyone
What is the
knows
most
that.
important thing to do in order to grow your company from 10 employees to 100? Answer. Get rid of the bozos.
Who writes these? Who writes these urban dictionary?
You hear that, Lewis? Get rid of the bozos. You know who they are.
I was standing in a lava bucket then.
Who are the bozos, Lewis?
You two, aren't you?
No,
You
no,
c-
we,
oh, okay. You want to get
we
rid of
don't
us?
have a net negative effect on profits, I'm
Who
afraid.
who in the company has a net negative effect on our profits?
It's hard to say. Let's get rid of. Okay.
I think it's...
Lewis Brindleberry.
What's his name?
The
oh,
fifth.
yeah. Lewis.
Lewis Lindley.
Lewis. We should fire the bozo, Lewis. Right, I got a shite load of creosote cans.
That's rude. That's very rude.
A shite.
A
load.
shite? Shite, you can say shite, can't you?
I suppose you can. You could.
Right.
You could choose to say it. Yes.
Yeah, why not?
It could be a choice you make.
It is the choice I choose to make. Right, 32 creosote cans. And now I can start combining them with, was it wooden slabs? And I can
Wooden
make
slabs.
ties. Now you need to get ties before you add rails.
So ties are like the planks on a railway track, right?
Yeah, so if you look at the rail recipe, right, is it's standard rails and a wooden rail bed, which is 4 rails, which 4 ties, right? So first I need to make rails for the sides, which you can make from iron, which gives you 8, or I think steel might give you more. I'll have to check.
This is thrilling.
Well, you decided that we were doing this, so
No, it is going to be fun. It's going to be fun, but
yeah, you make 16 from steel, so it's twice as good as iron.
the tunnel board, Duncan.
Yeah.
Making it is only half the job. The rest of it is giving it a drill head.
Oh yeah, you gotta like
Fuel.
pimp it out.
What's ballast?
Making the tunnel bore is only half the battle, Duncan.
Isn't ballast about like floating?
Yeah.
So why does the tunnel bore need to float?
Well, you need to, like, if it gets
Wet?
Poopy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I sort of had to stop halfway through because I was just not making any sense any longer.
You didn't actually think about what you're saying before you said it. That's the thing.
That's pretty much how I just live my life.
Gin.
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 Did you see that vine?
Yeah, I did.
Did Lewis see that vine?
That was a great little vine.
Highly entertaining. Oh, this is cool. If you on the rolling machine, you put. It just doesn't matter where you put the steel ingots. It automatically spreads them out, so it's an even amount in each of the squares, which
No,
is
it doesn't.
perfect. Yeah, it does.
It's not doing it for me.
Well, you're doing it wrong
How'd you do this?
on the rolling machine.
Oh, it's kind of doing it, yeah.
It's definitely doing it. I just watched it happen.
Well, we'll agree to disagree then, yeah?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not agreeing to disagree.
When I'm right.
When I'm right.
All right, whatever. I've got to do all the drill bits for the tunnel bore. Oh my god.
Tunnel bora.
Has anyone got any food?
Got loads of chilies.
6
I've got some carrots. Do you like carrots or hemp? Or lots of hemp.
Do you know what? It's a relief that this mod pack isn't to the core because, man, there's so much to think about in that. So many things that kill you in that mod pack.
Many things kill you.
And this one, you know, fortunately,
You've only got to worry about minotaurs.
now I'm above all of the
Harpies.
harpies.
Yeah, you kind of got past that point now.
I've beaten the harpies.
You've beaten the harpies. They're dead.
It's like
You've turned their desert into grass now,
to ash.
so they have no home. You're quite evil, really, aren't you? You're
You are.
very undruidic.
He's a disgusting
This is
oil
in no
man.
way anything to do with druids anymore. We've gone past druids. We never really were even. Wasn't the original plan in this series to build a city?
We were going to build a city together as friends. Yeah.
What happened to that?
Well,
Me and you did it.
It-
And Mr. Brindleberry over here.
I wanted to.
The
try-
bozo.
didn't want to. Yes, he's had a net negative effect on this company. He is actually a bozo by Urban Dictionary's definition standards.